Alrighty, this is how we connect our volume knob kit to a Kenwood head unit. The Kenwood head unit I'm using here is a Kenwood DDX9016DABS, an absolute mouthful, but it's Kenwood. And here we have steering wheel controller volume knob kit. This is the board here. We've plugged in USB power from our head unit. We've got our volume knob right here and it's plugged into our board. And then the red steering wheel control wire is connected to our Kenwood's steering wheel control input. So that's a blue with a yellow striped wire. This is not the resistive line. This is actually Kenwood's proprietary steering wheel control input. So it's the blue with the yellow striped wire. So by default, this controller ships using resistive steering wheel control outputs. So this won't work with this head unit by default. And we can see when I rotate the knob, absolutely nothing happens, but the status light shows up as white. So it's registering that I have an input, but the output makes absolutely no sense to the head unit. So we actually need to set this up, or set our steering wheel control kit or volume knob kit into Kenwood mode. So how do we do this? I've tried to make it quite simple. We'll disconnect power. What we want to do is we want to hold down our volume button or our volume knob. So hold down and connect power up and keep that pressed. We'll then see the status light come up and it's flashing. That means we're in head unit programming mode. So the head units are indexed with number 1 being resistive head units, so head units that support learning steering wheel controls. Index 2 is for JVC. Index 3 is for Kenwood. So if we press a button 3 times, we will reach Kenwood input. So I press the button once and it flashes to tell me it's registered 1. So now we're in resistive mode. I press it again, it flashes, we're in index number 2, that is JVC mode. I press it one last time, it flashes, we're in index 3, that's Kenwood mode. To save this, I can hold the button down and it will light up, and then I'll let go. Now it flashes 3 times to show us we're in mode 3, which is Kenwood. And this is written onto the device and it saves that regardless of whether it has power or not. So each time we boot up, we will now be in Kenwood mode. So we've got Kenwood steering wheel control input, got volume up, beautiful, volume down, beautiful. We've got long press to mute, long press to unmute. Funky, but Kenwood, so far, what I've seen, doesn't support pausing. It only supports playing. So I've mapped this to play pause, but yeah, weird. So if I press it right now, you can see nothing actually happens. If I pause my music, you can see it showing pause, and then press it again on here, and now plays. I don't know. Maybe that's something I can work out how to fix later on. But for now, it's a play button, I guess. But everything's working really smooth. So we can see we've got nice, really quick volume control. And how does this compare to the actual buttons? Well, you tell me. If I hold the volume up button, we stop at 15. And then every volume increment has to be a separate press. I can't just hold it. So I can spam it. And you could probably work out that this is kind of annoying when you want to reach maximum volume quick, or even just a decent volume. So now we compared that to our volume knob here. Look at that. Kenwood, I don't know what you guys were thinking, but this makes it a lot nicer to just absolutely blast music as quick as you want. But that's the current state of things. If you have any feedback, let me know in the comments. If you think this process can be improved, also let me know in the comments. Would love to hear what you think.